What is up, my triggers? Eccentrik Hat here. Today I'm appearing on two channels because Sugar Tits very kindly allowed me to post a video on her channel. So if you're watching this video on her channel, please check out mine, and if you're watching it on mine, then please check out hers, etc. Where is she, you ask? Well, apparently she started a war with the French elves that live in the back of her mouth. 17 bloody battles later, she managed to rout the froggy midgets, but not without losing a couple of teeth. Hence, she's out of commission at the moment. But she'll be back soon, cublings, have no fear. Anyway, since I'm doing a video for tits, I thought it would be prudent to talk about breasts. If you're not familiar with breasts, they are the female mammary glands used to produce milk, which actually gives the animal class mammals its name. They are, in scientific terms, fucking sweet. However, it would seem there are some feminists who, under certain circumstances at least, would disagree with the sweetness of the boob. And Emma Watson, the young 20-something actress who played the part of Hemorrhoid Granger in the Harry Potter film series, just so happened to piss those people off when she recently flashed her own boobs to promote Disney's Beauty and the Beast movie. Now, Emma Watson's connection with feminism goes back to the 2014 release of the disaster film He for She, a film which details the harrowing story of a young female millionaire going to the United Nations to complain about how biased the world is towards men.
Ladies and gentlemen, Emma Watson.
Today, we are launching a campaign called He for She.
You recall what you said?
Yes.
I was appointed as Goodwill Ambassador for UN Women 6 months ago.
Well, I think it's happening.
And the more I've spoken about feminism, the more I have realized women are choosing not to identify as feminist.
What can we do?
This has to stop.
I'm afraid that time has come and gone, my friend.
The world, as we know it, will soon come to an end.
We want to try and galvanize as many men and boys as possible to be advocates for change, and that when they are being imprisoned, things will change for women as a natural consequence.
Mr. Vice President, if we don't act now, it's going to be too late.
My life is a sheer privilege because I was born a daughter, and I want to make it better. If not me, who? If not now,
Please, no, I'll do anything.
when? It is time that we all perceive gender on two sets of opposing ideals. And this is what He for She is about.
Now, to date, this film has managed to gross over 1.3 million pledges from gullible idiots around the world, mostly men, committing to, quote, take action against gender bias, discrimination and violence to bring the benefits of equality to us all. Sounds like a lovely goal, eh? Who could possibly have a problem with that? Well, the fact of the matter is that this was not the original pledge on the website. No sir. Despite He for She claiming to be about equality for all, the original promise read something like this. He for She is a solidarity movement for gender equality that brings together one half of humanity in support of the other half of humanity for the entirety of humanity. Gender equality is not only a woman's issue, it's a human rights issue that requires my participation. I commit to take action against all forms of violence and discrimination faced by women and girls. Honestly, sometimes I'm not even as mad at feminists as I am impressed by the size of their enormous, cancerous balls. Emma Watson stood on stage at the UN to recognise that men suffered from sexism too, talking about fatherlessness, mental health and suicide, and then had the space hopper-sized testicles to call the movement He for She. I mean, It takes a special kind of evil to know all about these problems, pretend to offer help, and then turn around and use the poor bastards who came forward as mere pawns for big sister feminism's plans. But hang on, Eccentrik, weren't we talking about breasts? I want to see some fucking breasts! Too right you are, viewer. Let's get back to our voluptuous topic, shall we? 1 month ago, dear sweet Emma posed semi-topless for Vanity Fair. Let's take a look. Roll up, and come and have a look-see at our amazing attraction. Behind this curtain we have Hermione Watson's titties for your consideration. But I must warn you folks, they ain't much. So I wouldn't bother taking any photographs, because you'll only be disappointed twice. No refunds. Now, I know what you're thinking. Come on, Eccentrik, those are hardly breasts. I've seen better cleavage on my Uncle Jerry. Yes, well, your Uncle Jerry's implants aside, there is a reason I brought up these mosquito bites. Have faith. You see, 2 years ago, around the same time that he for she dementors were busy sucking out the last remnants of the UN's soul, Emma herself gave an interview where she discussed one of Beyoncé's music videos. It seems the young Miss Watson was less than pleased with the Queen of Pop's bootylicious dancing.
As I watched the videos, I felt very conflicted. I felt her message felt very conflicted in the sense that, on the one hand, she's putting herself in a category of a feminist, but then the camera, it felt very male, such a male voyeuristic experience of her.
What the actress forgot is that the internet always remembers, and that if you're going to attack Beyoncé for being too sexualized, you had better be the fucking Virgin Mary, otherwise it's going to come back to bite you in the ass, as demonstrated when English columnist and Gina Davis lookalike Julia Hartley Brewer tweeted,
Emma Watson. Feminism, gender wage gap. Why oh why am I not taken seriously? Feminism, oh, I need my tits.
Well, apparently Emma was just beside herself with grief, and cried her little eyes out in an interview.
They were saying that I couldn't be a feminist and
have boobs. That's not true.
I think it just always reveals to me how many misconceptions and what a misunderstanding that there is of what feminism is. Feminism is about giving women choice. Feminism is not a stick with which to beat other women with. It's not, I really don't know what my tits have to do with it. It's very confusing.
Luckily for Watson, feminist icon Gloria Steinem came to her defense. When TMZ were able to track her down at the pits of eternal anguish where she sometimes works on a Friday night, she told them defiantly,
Feminists can wear whatever they fucking want!
So there you have it. Some feminists saw it as liberating, whilst others saw it as sheer hypocrisy. But the thing that perplexes me the most, which no one seems to address, is why the hell Emma Watson thought posing semi-nude for Vanity Fair was a good way to promote Beauty and the Beast. I mean, it's a fucking kids film! Ugh! Well, to be fair actually, Emma Watson's initials do actually spell ugh. What do you think? Is she a hypocrite, a trailblazer, or do you just not care about any controversy smaller than a C-cup? Be sure to let me know in the comments and subscribe to both me and Tits for more feminist fuck-ups. And as a special treat, please enjoy this short video of Emma getting out not just her breasts, but a couple of other things as well.